What's up, everyone? It's Wednesday, and I made $311.00 for the day. So that was a fantastic day, and you can see it was just four trades. You know, within four trades, I'm up $311, and I was like, okay, I'm done for the day because I didn't want to risk this $300 because it's already we are almost like $900 for the week, and didn't want to risk it. And there were some opportunities, but I was like, maybe that's it for today. We reach our daily target. So usually my daily target is anything more than 250. I would take it, especially when we are closer to the end of the week. um, but $300 for trades, that was like, okay, that's it for the day. So that puts me on a little bit over 1700 for the month, and our target is $2000 for the month, and we are well within the reach for that target. And for those who are tuning in for our channel for the first time, in our channel what we do is we funded an account with a small amount and set ourselves a target of $2000 per month, and then we invest those money in future to grow our account exponentially. So that's our target, and our initial target is usually $2000 for the month. But as we go through the month, and if we see a lot of opportunities like in this month, we might increase our target to like 2500. So I think we are in a position that we should increase our target to 2500 from today. So we still have a little bit over 2 weeks left on this month. So that's why I was kind of thinking maybe we should increase our target to 2500 for the month of November as well. And if you remember in our previous videos in October also, let's go back to October and see. Even in October, we reach our target maybe on the third week, because the first week we only had like 3 days. On the third week, we reached our target. Then we increased our target to 2500 and also 3000. And wasn't expecting to reach 3500, but at the end of the month, I was able to reach the 3500 as well. So that was a very fantastic month, and I hope I can do the same on the November, but we'll see. So our initial target was 2000, and we are going to increase that to 2500. And after we reach to 2500, then we can discuss having maybe set ourselves to more aggressive target, and see how things go on November. So let's open up the chart and see how things went today. So I open up a little bit. Open up a little bit early today. So this timeline is actually 7 o'clock in the morning. So it's right after a little bit. It's like 7:04. Yeah, it's right after 7:04. We saw there was a news on a stock, and we jump back on that stock. Initially started playing with like very small share quantity, like 100 shares. And with the 100 shares making like $30, it must be really good, right? Because this is like 30 cents spread. The next one you can see another $40. So this was like really good. So that's why I was like, maybe this is really good news. And the float, I can talk about the float later. The free float was also less than 1 million shares. So that's why things were moving super fast, and I was like, maybe I should take a shot at this one. Even though the share, the price was a little bit higher end, but I was comfortable taking risk of 500 shares at that point. So that's why I took 500 shares position and sold it immediately, and same for this one. So that's how I made like $300, a little bit over $300 for the day. So the ticker was CMCT. You can see I traded 1200 shares. So initially first 100 shares, so those are the 200, and then two 500 shares trades. and my average entry is 891. My average exit is 917. So this is like almost 30 cents, 30 cents spread. And I made like 311, which shows me as almost 3% return. That's a very good number. You can see from my previous trades, these are not very good numbers. And I have one 3% one, but that's a small winner. But those are like cheaper stocks. But look at the average entry. It's almost $10, guys. It's kind of on the expensive side, but I was able to lock $300 for the day. So let's open up the chart and see where I exactly entered and exit. I started right after the news was released, but I gave it a couple of seconds because, couple of minutes, I would say, because this was kind of like topping tail candle. I wasn't really comfortable, taking, big risk, because we have seen in the past couple of days, things are moving up and do complete reversal. So I thought this might be kind of similar to those kind of things. So that's why I initially took like 100 share position and test it and see how it goes. But it was very interesting, and we can go to key stat and see the free float was 739k. So it's less than 750k. So what free float mean is, this is the available shares that people can trade, right? So usually in companies, they have like millions of shares available for trade, but in this company it has less than 1 million. And if you go to 1 minute candle, and you can see the volume, this is 35k and this is 75k. So this is like uh, almost 10% of the available, the total available share amount exchanging within a single minute. Can you imagine? 10% of the available stocks. So people are buying and selling within a minute. And if you go to 5 minute candle, in this one, you can see 200, 100,000, a lot, I would say. So that's why I jumped in and jumped out very quickly, was able to lock $300. So the first entry was 100 shares, 980, and sold it at 1011. And the second one was 940 and sold it at 980. The third one was 500 shares, 902. When I started, this is like 980, right? So I knew things are going up, but at the same times I was kind of being cautious, because I knew this one would maybe come down all the way to here. So that's why I'm setting myself at a lower value. So this one is 980 and this one is 940. And this one, I knew the whole dollar amount because of this support. You can see there was a support over this area. So because of this support, I knew it might, even if it dropped below 9, it might go back up, at least for a couple of seconds. So that's why I set the value to 902, the whole dollar amount. The reason why I didn't set a lower value was because sometimes these stocks, it stop right before the whole dollar amount and go up. So to get something to get filled, I set the value to 902, and it got filled, and I was able to sell it immediately at 922. And then, since this one was kind of touching this EMA 9 line, I thought maybe next time it will go a little bit below and come back. So that's why I said the next one to 852, and that one got also filled and went back up. So this one I could have kept it a little bit longer, because it went all the way to 990, guys. After it went to 852, and close it. Let's see 870. It closed at 870. But regardless, should I have kept this a little bit longer, but couldn't take the risk. It's 500 shares quantity. It's like almost $5,000. So 4 quick trades, $300, a little bit over $300, and that was it. And after this point, you can see the MACD is crossed over to the negative side, so that's why I was kind of cautious trading around this area, because sometimes this will try to come back up, but then you can see this big rejection, right? So this is trying to climb back up, but rejection, trying to come back up, rejection, trying to come back up, big rejection. At least over a time, not like this, like quick drops. So in this one you can see the highest was 1076 and the lowest was 971. So like a whole dollar drop. It's even bigger in this area, so that's why I didn't want to risk. I think at this point, maybe around 8 o'clock, yeah, I waited until 8:05, I think. After that I stopped trading. I closed everything and just call it a day. Then later, after the market was open, I kind of peeked through what's going on with this stock, and you can see if I overtraded, things could have been very ugly. This one started around $9, went all the way to 970, and it went down all the way to 833. Not only that, it tried to climb back up, but then look at this rejection, went all the way down to 741. That was a nasty move, guys. So that's why you shouldn't overtrade. Whenever you have a good day, just call it a day and just walk away. Don't overtrade it, because you can have easily lost, end up in a red day, completely. And later in the afternoon, it came back all the way to 1116, even higher than the initial peak. But you see these rejections, those are like very big rejections. So that's why you don't really trade, after I really don't trade after 10 11 unless something is obvious going on. So yeah, I think that's it for today. Let's bring back our uh, charts and see how we are doing in terms of our cumulative sum. You can see we passed $5,000 mark, guys. It's a very big milestone. We passed $5,000. We are sitting at $5,300 right now. It's a very good position to be at this point. It's less than 6 weeks. We made $5,000, and when we initially funded our account, it was like 30K, maybe about 31K. But now we are sitting around almost 32K. It's a very fantastic goal, I would say. You can see things are moving smoothly, and for the past couple of days, things got a little bit excited, I would say. But there were some slow days as well. Overall, things are moving linearly, so that's why we said we are going to do this for like 10-12 months. Then we can use those money to grow our account exponentially, by not holding the position for a long time, but at least buying more shares, and do the same thing, taking more risk. So that's the goal. I think let's go to stats also and see how we did today. So $311, 100% accuracy, everything was good. And yeah, I think that's it for today, and thanks for tuning in, guys. And always, as a reminder, trading is riskier. Practice yourself in a simulator before putting real money into the stock market. Until the next video, bye bye.